Hi everyone. Today we're talking about cramps. We're going to talk about some of the top supplements that will help prevent cramps. I'm not talking about taking something like an anti-spasmodic medication that has side effects like drowsiness, dry mouth, constipation, diarrhea. No, I'm talking about natural remedies. So let's start off with number 1, which is potassium. Potassium is probably the most well-known mineral when it comes to leg cramps. And yes, potassium deficiency can cause leg cramps. The problem is getting enough potassium in your diet. You see, since the early 1900s, we have been depleting our soils where we grow our food, so our foods are less and less rich in minerals. Also, if you're consuming a lot of processed foods and refined sugar, this can actually deplete potassium even more. So how much potassium do you need? Well, the RDA is only 4,700 milligrams per day, but I would really recommend at least 6,000 milligrams daily. And a good way to get your potassium is just to eat more fruits and vegetables. The best sources of potassium include avocado, beet tops, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cantaloupe, cauliflower, collard greens, kale, mushrooms, squash, spinach, and zucchini. Now, if you don't like any of those foods, then just take a potassium supplement. Just make sure it has no added sugar. No. 2. Magnesium. Okay. Magnesium is another important mineral that has been shown to help prevent cramps. Magnesium helps relax muscles and nerves. It's very, very important for all muscle function in the body, including the heart muscle. The richest dietary sources of magnesium include pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, sesame seeds, hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, nuts, leafy green vegetables, soy milk, avocados, and whole wheat bread or cereal. Now, it's difficult to get enough magnesium from food alone. The absorption rate of magnesium from food is also very low. In fact, studies show that people are absorbing less than 5% of the magnesium that they consume in their diet. So if you want to supplement with magnesium, there's many different forms of magnesium. There's magnesium citrate, magnesium glycinate, magnesium sulfate, aka Epsom salt, magnesium chloride, magnesium taurate, and on and on and on. Now, each form has a different absorption rate. Some are better absorbed than others. One of the best absorbed forms is magnesium glycinate, which happens to be one of the most expensive. Other forms like magnesium oxide tend to be cheaper, but not as well absorbed. Another option is to take magnesium as an oil or cream and rub it into your skin, which will allow it to be absorbed through the skin and then into the muscles. Number 3, calcium. Calcium plays a crucial role in muscle contraction and relaxation. A calcium deficiency can lead to cramping and other problems like tetany, which is a neurological condition where you have sustained muscle contractions. This can also lead to seizures. Very severe cases, the best sources of calcium include dairy products, sardines, tofu, broccoli, kale, and salmon. However, it is recommended to take a supplement for calcium because it is difficult to obtain enough calcium from food alone. There are many forms of calcium supplements, but the most popular ones are calcium carbonate and calcium citrate. Calcium carbonate is a cheaper form of calcium, but it's not as well absorbed. Calcium citrate, on the other hand, is more expensive, but it's also better absorbed, especially if you have a low stomach acid. When choosing a calcium supplement, it's important to look for one that contains at least 200 milligrams of elemental calcium. Elemental calcium refers to the amount of actual calcium in a supplement. So avoid supplements that list things like calcium lactate or calcium gluconate, because these forms are not well absorbed. No, for vitamin D. Vitamin D is the sunshine vitamin because your body makes it when your skin is exposed to sunlight. Vitamin D is important for a lot of things, but it also helps regulate muscle function. Studies show that low levels of vitamin D can cause muscle pain and weakness, and it is estimated that up to 30% of the world's population is deficient in vitamin D, and unfortunately, the food sources of vitamin D are very limited. These sources include fatty fish like salmon, tuna, and sardines. It's also found in egg yolks, beef liver, cheese, and certain types of mushrooms. You can also get it from fortified foods like milk and orange juice, but this is often not enough. As far as supplementation goes, I recommend taking at least 10,000 IUs of vitamin D3 along with 100 micrograms of vitamin K2. No. 5. Coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 is a molecule that our bodies naturally produce, and it's found in every cell. but especially in the organs that require a lot of energy like the heart, liver, and kidneys. And it's important for producing ATP, which is the energy currency of the body. Your body produces less and less coenzyme Q10 as you age. And as a result, you might experience symptoms like fatigue, weakness, and muscle pain. And what's interesting is that COQ10 is fat-soluble, and it tends to stay in the body for a long time. So if you have muscle pain or weakness, or you have a family history of mitochondrial disease, then you may want to consider taking COQ10. Now, keep in mind, COQ10 is sold as a supplement, but it's also available as a cream that you can rub onto your skin, and then it gets absorbed into the outer layer of the skin. Number 6. L-carnitine. L-carnitine is an amino acid that's involved in transporting fat into your mitochondria, so it can be burned for energy. A deficiency of L-carnitine can lead to muscle pain, fatigue, cramping, shortness of breath, poor endurance during exercise, and a buildup of lactic acid. Some people have difficulty transporting L-carnitine into their cells, which can lead to a buildup of lactic acid in the blood. This is called carnitine deficiency syndrome. Symptoms include muscle pain, fatigue, muscle weakness, cold intolerance, and even seizures. And this is extremely rare. This condition can be inherited or acquired. Acquired means that it can be caused by something in the environment like chronic alcohol abuse, kidney disease, or liver disease. And it can also be caused by a genetic defect in the proteins that transport L-carnitine across the mitochondrial membrane. If you have this condition, taking an L-carnitine supplement may greatly improve your symptoms. Number 7. B6. B6 is an essential nutrient that plays a role in over 140 enzymatic reactions in the body. This includes helping make red blood cells, maintaining brain health, keeping the immune system strong, and supporting healthy skin. Many people are deficient in B6, which can lead to nerve problems like neuropathy and even seizures. But it can also cause muscle pain and cramping, so it's very important to make sure that you have enough B6 in your diet. The best sources of B6 include fish, chicken, pork chops, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas, and spinach. Taking a B-complex vitamin is also a good idea. Number 8. Alpha-ketoglutarate. Alpha-ketoglutarate is a compound that's found in almost every cell in the human body. It's involved in many important functions like making amino acids, making collagen and cartilage, detoxifying harmful chemicals, synthesizing hormones, and supporting a healthy immune system. It has also been shown to help prevent cramping. In one study, participants were given either alpha-ketoglutarate or a placebo for 6 weeks. The results showed that the alpha-ketoglutarate group had significantly fewer cramps than the placebo group, so I recommend taking a supplement containing alpha-ketoglutarate. Number 9. Tart cherry extract. Tart cherry extract is made from the Montmorency tart cherry, which is a small, sour, dark red fruit that grows on the Prunus cereus tree. It's often used as a flavoring agent in candies, juices, and jams. But it's also gaining popularity as a natural remedy for inflammation and pain relief. In one study, participants were given either tart cherry extract or a placebo for 7 days. The results showed that the tart cherry extract group had significantly less muscle damage and inflammation than the placebo group. So if you have muscle pain, inflammation, or cramps, tart cherry extract may be helpful. And number 10 is bromelain. Bromelain is an enzyme found in pineapple that has been shown to reduce inflammation and pain. In one study, participants were given either bromelain or a placebo after knee surgery. The results showed that the bromelain group had less pain and swelling than the placebo group. So if you have knee or joint pain, you may want to consider taking bromelain. There you have it, the top 10 supplements to help prevent cramps. Before you go, real quick, I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, which supplement on this list have you tried that worked the best for you? And no. 2, if you're currently taking any of these supplements, please share your results down below in the comments. This will help people decide if these supplements are right for them. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. As always, I will see you on the next one.